ended up queenless. Oh, yeah? And my curiosity
We've got
got the best
company.
of me. And on Thursday I opened it and the queen cell was
Brad's
open.
showing the wobblers
So the queen
the
was
apiary
so I'm
before they leave for the state.
we'll be off and mated very soon. And we'll have
We got Carl dressed up in a bee suit. Brad's bee suit. It's hanging off him.
these gloves over my Popeye arm.
So new baby bees, question they were asked Dad. Can you pick them out in the hive? Do they look considerably different, or are
Experienced
they?
beekeepers can.
Yeah, but they emerge. Like it's not like they're half the size, or
Nope.
they emerge looking like a regular adult.
They might be a little smaller, I think. They're I think bees I've read that they're furrier, they're hairier when they're young.
Okay.
They lose some of their hair as they age, especially right on the back of the thorax. Just in case they don't have enough flower nectar to forage on.
I don't know, with the dandelions around my place, I mean...
Well, look at this. It's what's called
look at them
called
all.
a dearth right now. When there was lots of dandelions and flowers on the trees,
Oh,
there
look
were
at
no
them.
bees in this feeder at all.
Right. They were
And
all
right-
running around.
Right now, it's,
Look at that.
yeah.
They're all having a drink.
So
eh?
this is. Well, I was covering the inner cover to keep them from going in. I'll just use this. All right.
They are rather docile, aren't they?
Oh, they're beautiful. They're eating here, it's a pollen patty. It's kind of a mixture of different things that they like. It's a protein kind of
Oh,
a
yeah?
supplement. It's kind of sweet. They like it. And it's funny when you open it up. See how they all climb to the top and look at you?
Yeah, yeah.
They line up. They line up to see what's going on.
Yeah, that's a lot of bees.
It's a lot of bees.
Something.
This hive is doing really well.
So you're saying,
Oh, look
like,
at
as
them.
far
Look
as
at them. Nice.
as far as bees go, that's a small colony?
Yeah, this is hardly anything. There might be, I don't know, there might be 8,000 to 10,000 bees in this box right now.
Yeah. Isn't that cool? Yeah, that's where the babies live in there.
These are actually drone cells. They stick out in a mound, and the drones are the males,
Yeah, yeah.
and they don't do anything but mate with the queen at once. They mate and they die.
Yeah.
Lots of men would go with that deal.
Every bee you see,
I don't know, I like living, so...
every bee you see is a female.
Yeah.
So they're putting nectar in here. Some of these might have little bee eggs in them. All of this stuff you see here is honey.
Right.
So we can actually sample that. Can't really see these frames. I didn't have my wiring supplies, so I couldn't wire this frame. So this comb is very fragile. I can't tip the frame. Like that. And that's the outside, which is great because you always build from the inside, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get right to the inside here and check what the girls have been doing here. They produce propolis. Produce lots of propolis, and they also produce propolis. I think it comes from tree sap. Oh, there you go now. As sticky. They'll coat the whole inside of the hive eventually. That's why you need this to pry everything apart.
Oh.
It all gets stuck together. frame. Yeah, they're very, very docile today. So this here, this is not a very good laying pattern, but this is worker comb, worker brood. See, they're capped. They're not. They don't look like the honey caps, but they also don't look like the drone caps. They're more flat.
Yeah.
So that's little baby bees right there, and they'll stay in there. Well, from being laid to being hatched, they're 21 days. Take 3 weeks to
Careful. Yeah.
create a worker. This, you know what this tells me? We've got a lot of bees here because this is worker brood comb, and these have all been born
Right.
in the last probably not even a week.
Right.
That's really nice to see. So they keep drawing this, and they'll draw it right down. I'm not really good at spotting the queen yet. It's going to be nice to see her. It's always nice to see the queen. There she is, right there. There's only one queen in a hive. She's big and black here. See her right there?
Oh yeah, there
She's on
she
the
is.
move.
Different shape colors.
Yeah.
You see her, Lois?
Yeah, she's really long.
notice how when we took the queen slot out, the bees got more active.
Yep.
Yeah.
The queen, she can sting as many times as she wants, but she never leaves the hive. The queen leaves the hive once.
She doesn't sting people.
She won't sting people,
It's only other queens.
only other queens.
Oh, the queens fight? Or?
Well, there
Yeah.
can only be one queen.
Everybody until
Yeah.
the
So,
other queen is born, she kills it.
yeah. But they don't make a queen if they have a queen.
Yeah, so that one over there that's queenless, they'll make a queen.
Yeah. Which they did.
Isn't that amazing how they can do that?
It's pheromones. The queen has a pheromone. And as long as that pheromone is active in the hive, all the workers, there's a queen. So if the queen dies, the pheromone will go away. They'll realize it. I've also read that the pheromone actually inhibits the workers from growing ovaries. And if that pheromone goes away, they'll grow ovaries, and then they can lay drone bees.
Right.
Workers can actually lay drone bees. I thought maybe I could find a waggle dance for you, but there's not much foraging going on.
Wow, she's setting that
Yeah,
in there
that's
all
going to
right
be
there.
really tough. Really slow. Come on, ladies. Just have to go real slow and they'll get out of the way. Shall we try and take a little bit of honey out? Somebody want to try it? I didn't hear a cheer.
I don't want to. Well, I don't want to upset them.
Well, no, I took a little bit out. It might be kind of fun.
I'll have
Yep.
Hive tool away.
I did not see you there. Sorry.
When the bees put the
There was a bee on
the
top,
nectar
I didn't see
in
it.
the comb, it's a high water content, and they dehydrate it down to
18%.
18% moisture, and they know 18%, and then they cap it like you saw. Wow. And then that's not enough moisture for it to go bad. They know.
That is something.
They're just incredibly brilliant little creatures.
It's all just kind of built into them, eh? Programmed in.
Stuff that they know is incredible.
Yeah, it doesn't go bad.
And I don't know, you can't convince me that's a mistake or an accident. No.
Oh, it's not. No, that God did that on purpose.
Yeah, God did
that,
it.
That's
I
proof
mean,
that.
even if they could learn that over a gazillion years, they would all die before they figured it out.
Yeah, totally.
Well, they look like they're doing okay.
Well, they're certainly not dead.
Quite as busy.
The reason we called it a dead hive is it was a pretty cold day when we put them in, and these guys came out of the tube just in a dead that look.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't even put all the frames in because they were just sitting at the bottom. So this is what the frames start out like, just a little edge. They want to start building comb on the edge.
Right.
If you don't put that on, they'll start here,
Mm-hmm.
which is inconvenient. So take a couple empty ones out so we've got room to work. There's quite a few empty frames here.
Starting on there.
Yeah.
That one. There we
Oh,
go.
there you go.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Oh, and look at, they're all capped, so that's like, they're coming.
So what
You're working hard.
I want to see here, see these
brood.
vertical cells?
Okay.
Those are the queen cells, and this is the one that I saw hatch. It's open right now. It should be longer. And there was also queen cells over here and whatnot. So you see how they got their head in the hole?
Yeah.
She's probably putting nectar in there. Or there's a lot of pollen in these cells,
Mm-hmm.
but there's also capped cells, which is good. How long does it stay on cap when she lays? Like 3 or 4 days, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. Until
So
she
this-
lays again, you mean?
This may be a really good sign, because this looks like there's a laying queen here. Although I don't see a queen right now.
We're also not at the centralmost.
Yeah, pretty much in the, well, this is the center frame, but
Well,
it's,
the last one, the queen wasn't in the center, so.
no, you're right. She can be quite far out.
Yeah.
There's a lot of honey here they have. I'm not that good at spotting the queen. So yeah, the fanning you're talking about, they'll do that at the entrance to blow air in and dehydrate the honey so that they can cap
Once
it.
that fence gets charged, they're not going to be happy.
We should experience a couple times.
Making their way in between. The
Yeah, I hope it
fence.
doesn't hurt them,
Yeah.
like damage them.
Well,
If anything, I think their tail will catch it, you know?
Will just touch
And
it
then
with
they'll be
their
like,
nose.
no
"Whoa,
boots. His
As long as they
fur.
don't
Yeah,
try and
that's about the worst
climb
spot,
it or
though.
something.
It's moist and it's really tender.
It would like make a lot of better
Won't they
sense.
sense the...
Here's the big queen cell that's come, that's open now. And they'll chew that apart and then they'll build combs there again.
Yeah.
There's another one up here.
I see it.
Queen cell here. And they're chewing it apart and they'll fix it up with another one here. And there's another couple over here. One there, one here. And they're all open now. So it looks like we should have one or more queens. Or so there will only be one.
And then there will be death
Wow.
battle.
Yeah, they'll fight each other to the death. Yeah.
Exactly.
No, they will.
That's something for a video game.
Yeah.
Typically one will be born first. So
Mhm.
she'll seek the other cells and sting them through the cell and kill them.
Right.
Playing
It's
dirty.
time for
But it would be so cool if there was like an
Well, she won't
just
even.
feel like they're stingers. Just feel like
Sounds like she won't even let them be born.
that would be great.
No, not if she can help it.
I always notice that the queen it has got an entourage all around her all the time. You know, like
They feed
She's
her,
a-
they feed her and everything. She doesn't
Yeah.
feed herself,
yeah, she's a center of activity.
She has
and that's the #1 priority for them is the queen.
It's remarkable.
Just feel like
Bees,
I want you to chew my food, but in
bees don't bother me, but spiders do. Like,
oh yeah, I had
Oh, no,
a
look at all the
spider
honey
it's
in
here.
the way
there.
it's the way spiders move.
Lots of honey on that one.
It just freaks me
You
out.
can't tip
man.
these much because there's no
Could it
wares.
have anything
Yeah.
to do with your uncle taking
That's
you
fine.
and showing
Not
you
seeing a- not seeing a
eight-legged,
queen.
whatever that movie
That
was?
movie, I
no.
was still in my diaper.
What happened was I was in the woods.
Maybe she's in that group there
And
because they look pretty
I-
active.
There was like
It's
have you ever
nice that
seen these
they're
videos where a spider like
they're
is
doing
just,
well.
Yeah.
Well, no, a spider's just really still, and then you
Queenless
crush
hives
it,
are
and then a bunch
grumpy?
of little spiders
Yeah,
come
yeah.
out.
I noticed there's a lot.
Well,
of,
I was in
these
the
guys are a lot
woods,
more active,
and
you
I
know.
ran into a spider like that, and I
I'm
had a
gonna
bunch of
distribute
babies
these empty frames a bit.
under my shirt, all over me. So I haven't been able I used to love spiders. I used
So
to be
bees
super.
are much easier to take
I used to
than-
catch spiders and like watch them and be really curious, but ever since that happened, I haven't been able to abide them as creatures of God's green earth. They just freak me out now.
Spiders
And
eat
Mom's like,
mosquitoes.
"Get out!"
Black widows. Yeah.
Kill them too.
Oh, yeah.
Lots. Oh, highly.
It's America. I'll buy a gun and shoot them spiders dead. Just get a 12 gauge.
No.
Just blow the house into
A little
smithereens.
bit overdone.
10 gauge, even better.
Spider.
10 gauge, even better. That's a cannon, that thing.
Oh, somebody
Not-
sounds angry.
Not even buckshot, just get slugs.
Yeah, you can hear that, eh?
Yeah, someone's buzzing around sounding angry.
Oh, yeah. It was
Okay.
around me earlier. It came around me twice, and I'm like,
Oh, not a biggie.
Thanks.
So what's the consensus? It has a queen now?
Think about the way they're thinking.
I didn't see her,
that's
but
their home.
there's
Yeah.
capped brood.
and we're like little
Well, yeah,
I don't know, I have to do the math on that.
Going into their house, jacking their honey. We're literally stuff they've labored hard to build. Just taking a spoon and going yoink.
Yep.
Yeah, this is good. And they're like, what the hell?
Starting to buzz my head here.
Well, man and bees have had a relationship for centuries.
And getting stuck for centuries.
Of course. And you said
The
these
thing
bees
that
were like
keeps us honest.
Romanian bees or something?
Otherwise, we
These,
Slovenia.
I think they're,
Slovenia?
is it Slovenia?
Yeah.
They came from New Zealand.
So is there a species of like North American bees that were like,
No,
no?
they're not indigenous to North America.
That's wild. No idea.
These are carniolans. They're different breeds have different characteristics. There's Russians, there's Italians. There's the dreaded
African. Well, is that where the killer bee comes from?
Yeah.
Why is it
Well,
everything
no,
in
to see
Africa
if it
is
has,
like
different attitude,
oh
like,
my god.
like to be like,
You got
I'm gonna
killer
bomb
ants, you got bull ants, you've got giant spiders.
Oh well.
Just Africa is the supersized me of the world.
Oh yeah, the camel spiders are huge in Africa.
There's actually a
Really need
spider in Africa or the South, whatever,
The Middle East, the desert.
Camel spider.
where it's no, it's not a camel spider. It's
You might have the pheromone on
I'm
you.
following 'em.
it's like it's one that hides under your door.
Each bee has a job. They're
Yeah.
different jobs.
got the angry
And that's probably a guard bee. Okay. Class dismissed.